How about just lean towards me and just relax. Just think good thoughts. I studied at UMass, was a photography major, and then I went to New England School of Photography in Kenmore Square, which was a 2-year program. I finished there in '94, and just been going ever since. I started photography when I was younger. My dad got a single reflex camera, and he had a dark room in the basement, and he took classes, but the thing is, when he went to the class, I was the pictures that he developed were always ones that I took. So, and then I got to use the dark room, and that was a long time ago. And then I was an artist, a painter. And then while at UMass Amherst, the photography department started up, and I thought I'd give that a try, and just kind of went with it from there. So I didn't know that photography would be a career that I could actually sustain myself, you know, because it's hard. It's, you know, like anything artistic, I think it's hard to get into. And so it was more a hobby before the weddings came about. I did family portraits, artistic portraits, just things on my own. And it just sort of snowballs, you know, from doing a little job here, a little job there, a referral here, a referral there. And now, 8 years later, I'm, you know, in about 30 weddings a year, which isn't ideal, but it's works for me. And you know, every year it gets better, and hopefully it'll continue to get better. Let your head just sort of fall a little bit more. Yeah, okay. On a wedding day, before work, I'm typically very stressed out, just with the anticipation. Hopefully it's good weather. Yeah, it's just a big adrenaline rush from the moment I get there and start shooting until 7-8 hours later when I get in my car and just breathe a big sigh of relief that I did it. You know? So I had this boss who had a daughter who was actually going to Emerson as well, and was asking me about what she should do and if she wanted to get involved in wedding photography. And from my experience, working for another photographer, it's an interesting job because you don't have the weight of it on you the way the main photographer does. You get an education, really, for 8 hours. You learn how to shoot, you learn how other people shoot, you learn how to interact with people. And that's how I've learned. I mean, I think probably 50% of it, or well, more than that, 75% of it is hardcore me. But the other 25% is little bits that I've taken from my former, well, and current employers. I think my love of it is more post-production. When I'm sitting here and looking at the photos, and I was just talking about it with my partner, saying how at some point in these people's lives, whether they have children or grandchildren or anyone in their life, you know, could pull out their proof book, and it's something that I've created for them, you know, for what they look like when they're a certain age and what they're wearing, and, you know, they might look back and say, oh, this is so 2006, look what they're wearing, or look at the car. And that's priceless to me. I mean, you know, you can't beat it.